Knuffle Bunny free. One day not so long ago, Trixie took a big trip with her family. They were on their way to visit Oma and Opa in Holland. Holland is very far away. So that meant taking a taxi to the airport, waiting in line, watching Knuffle Bunny go through a big machine, waiting some more, and finally getting into a real airplane. On the plane, Trixie played and read and slept. Before she knew it, the plane landed. Trixie and her family left the airport and got on a train to go to Oma and Opa's house. Oma and Opa were so happy to see Trixie. Soon, Oma and Trixie were drinking cold glasses of chocolate milk in the garden. And suddenly, Trixie was realizing something. Trixie didn't tell her daddy that, but Knuffle Bunny was gone. She didn't even have to. Trixie's daddy called the airline and asked them to look for Knuffle Bunny on the plane. But the plane had left for China, and China is very far away. Trixie's mama hugged her and asked her to be brave. Trixie's daddy told the story when he was a little boy and he had to say goodbye to his special lammy. Oma gave Trixie another glass of chocolate milk and remarked on how big she was getting. Trixie understood. She was getting bigger, even if she wished she wasn't. The next morning, Trixie tried to enjoy going to the cafe and playing on the swings in the playground and even the carnival that was in town. And while the whole week was filled with fun things, like eating French fries on the street and visiting real windmills and feeding the ducks, Trixie was still sad. She missed her Knuffle Bunny. Oma and Opa understood. Oma and Opa had a plan. That night, they surprised Trixie with a brand new top-of-the-line Funny Bunny Oney Doll Extreme. It could walk, it could dance, it could speak in Dutch. Ik kan spreken, ik kan dansen. But it couldn't make Trixie feel any better. Trixie was sure that she wouldn't be able to sleep another night in a strange bed without her Knuffle Bunny. But before she knew it, she was dreaming. And she dreamt of Knuffle Bunny and all the places he would visit. And she dreamt of all the children that Knuffle Bunny would meet. And she dreamt of how Knuffle Bunny would make them all feel better. And the next morning, Trixie felt better. Trixie had a big breakfast, and she played with Oma on the playground swings. She even tried a sip of Opa's coffee at the cafe. It was a great day. And before she knew it, the trip was over and it was time to go home. Trixie hugged Oma and Opa as hard as she could. Then Trixie and her family got back into the train and back onto the plane and listened to the baby that was crying as the plane left off. And can you believe it? But right there on that very plane, Trixie noticed something. Trixie was so happy to have Knuffle Bunny back in her arms. Happy enough to make a decision, Trixie turned around and asked, "Would your baby like my Knuffle Bunny?" "Really?" asked the baby's mother. "Really?" asked Trixie's mommy. "Really?" asked Trixie's daddy. "Blaggy plaggy?" asked the baby. "Really?" said Trixie, and she was big enough. The baby was very happy. The baby's mother was thankful, and Trixie's parents were very proud, and the other passengers were very relieved. And that is how, a few weeks later, Trixie received her very first letter. The end. A note to Trixie. Trixie, I hope to watch you grow up, fall in love, start a family, and be happy. And I hope that one day, many years from now, you will receive a package from an old pen pal. Love, Daddy. The end.